Ooh, oi oi, how you doing? It is the big show. Sorry about the lateness tonight. It was a bit of a mad one. Long story. We've had a number of clients in the building tonight, and it's made us run over the whole day. So. But we're here now. We're going to talk about this in a second. Yes, so we've got Chris Cross here tonight as one of our guests. Let me just sort my headphones out. Of course, Terry, the man of the moment, Terry Johnson is here, and you guys too at home. We hope you're tuned in. I can't even see anything tonight, so who knows what's going on? It's one of those shows, but you can message the show down below here on Facebook, on YouTube. All over your other socials as well. And give us a little bit of love, a bit of a share. It is the big show. You know how this runs now. We are taking you till 10 p.m. this evening. Do you like the backdrop? Brand new backdrop tonight for the show. We're in Studio 5 tonight, so we're having a bit of a green screen moment. It's looking well, though, Terry, isn't it?
It certainly is. Even our Studio 1 has sort of changed as well.
Everything's changed, and we've got a few more changes coming up over the next few weeks as well, and months, of course. I'm just going online real quick, just to make sure we are live and people can actually hear us. I'm hoping they can. Hi, all, says Victoria Landfair. Hello, how you doing, Victoria? Great for you to tune in tonight. We really do appreciate it. Is Bingo back tonight, she says, Terry? No, but we've got other games to play. Don't worry. Stick around. Hi, guys, says Debbie. Big hello to you, Debbie, as well. So there we go. A few hellos to open up the show. And here it is, the big show here on 8K Live, Nova Radio 102.5 FM across Gateshead and Newcastle. Now, let's get straight into it. Our guest, it's only Chris Cross, everyone. Give him a big cheer. Woo! Yeah, we got a cheer button. Oh, there we go. It is there in the headphones. I can hear it. Nice big cheer for you. How you doing, Chris? It's been a while, I should say. Hold on a second. Let me sort your audio out. See, here we go. This is what happens when we go last minute. I did say. This is what happens. We should not hear you though. Who's hello?
Hello.
Oh yeah, you're there. You are there.
I'm here. I'm very much here.
He is here.
It's only Chris Cross. Just Chris
Oh,
Cross.
it's just Chris Cross.
And it has been a while. It's been never.
That's what I meant.
First time I've ever met you. It's
Absolutely.
31 years for me. That's how long it's been.
Yeah, better late than never. That's what I say.
Better late than never. The time looks very still tonight.
Yeah, it does. I'm pressing buttons while we're.
Boats out or anything.
Yeah, it's looking lovely out there tonight though. Look at it. It's beautiful. What a place. It doesn't matter where you go in the world. This is home.
Oh,
that's what definitely. I say. This is home. Now, what have you been up to with yourself over the last through this entire craziness that we call lockdown and this whole Corona thing? How have you been keeping yourself busy, mentally, at home? How's it been going for you?
Well, I'm all right. It's very different. I think the word is adjustment. That is the word. If me and my girlfriend Claire, who live together, that's the word that we've been using a lot. A massive adjustment. So I'm a magician. I perform all over the place for whoever wants to pay me and give me some money.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. I do magic, and I'm also an escapologist and former contortionist.
Ooh.
I've retired from the contortion game now. It takes its toll on the old shoulders after a while when you dislocate them in and out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So. I do loads of weddings, doing magic and corporate events and festivals with the bigger show, theatre tours and stuff. This time last year was my first tour date on my 10-night theatre run.
Yeah.
And we went round. We started at the Tyne Theatre and Opera House, and then the Wakefield Theatre Royal and the Richmond, the little nice Georgian theatre in Richmond, Theatre Royal, and so that was good. So this time last year I was touring with my own one-man theatre show, and this year, well, what am I doing? I'm putting on the UK's first ever drive-in magic show. It's a magic experience. So it's in Morpeth at Craig Park, home of the Morpeth Football Club, and I'll be performing and teaching magic tricks to a bunch of people in cars that have driven in to watch, and that'll be followed by a screening of Edward Scissorhands, just to get people in the Halloween spirit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's on Thursday the 29th. That's this week, this Thursday.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. So I've just been promoting that. Business isn't as normal. It's very odd, you know, during these crazy times. I'm not getting out and doing any gigs. They've all been postponed until next year, and some of them have even been postponed until the year after. You know, people sort of rescheduling the weddings until next year, and then hearing the latest COVID announcement, rescheduling them until 2022, and it's crazy, you know, it really is.
It's been a mental year. It doesn't matter what profession you're into, what you're doing. And I think more so, we've seen businesses affected, we've seen individuals affected, but I think, you know, the arts have took such a bash this year.
I agree. It's not just me. There's a lot of us in this boat. It's a boat the size of the Titanic, and it's going down just as disastrously, but only, you know, it's hit a COVID berg as opposed to an iceberg, and the showbiz boat is going down, and it's such a shame. So I've really tried to be proactive about it all. It's easy to slip into a sort of fed up rut and sit there in the house in your boxer shorts all day and not shower for a week, but you've got to snap out of it after a few weeks and get it together and say, right, I want to be proactive about this. What can I do to make money? What can I do to carry on doing what I want to do and not have to get a job doing something that I don't enjoy? There's three thirds to your life. I learned my first trick when I was 10. I was working semi-professionally around the bars and nightclubs in Newcastle when I was 13 years old. I left school as soon as I could when I was 16, and I set up as a full-time magician at the age of 16. And I've travelled the world: New York, New Zealand, Bahrain, Dubai, performed for royalty, celebrities, normal people, everyone, all over. And this is all I've ever done and all I know. And then,
amazing.
Boom, everything's gone. So you've got to be as proactive as possible, and you've really got to diversify within the sector that you're in. And that's all I know. That's all I do: magic, showbiz, entertainment, putting on a show and giving people entertainment and giving them a good time. So that's what I've been doing during lockdown. I've been as proactive as possible and diversified within my field. So I've set up an online magic shop. I'm putting on drive-in magic shows. I've been selling more copies of my Geordie Book of Magic, which is a book I've written about magic in Geordie. I'm writing a book, another book, not a book, a book. I'm writing another book. It's a Christmas book. It's a Christmas story. It's got nothing to do with magic, but it's a magical Christmas story set in Newcastle. It's a kid's book, a kid's story, but the adults should pick up on a few of the innuendos and things like that, so it should be quite a fun
So is this going to be available like through Amazon and stuff like that, is it?
Not on Amazon. It's too much of a faff on Amazon. I've tried to get the Geordie Book of Magic on there, and it's too much of a faff, and I don't like to cut the tape, but it'll be available through my website, which is www.chris-cross.co.uk. You can find my website quite easily if you Google us, and if you want to find out more about me, you can have a look on my website or Wikipedia or YouTube or anything else. Just type it into Google and you'll find out a lot about Chris Cross, the magician, the great magician of the North and the retired knackered contortionist.
Now, you've come in the studio tonight. I notice you've got some bits and pieces on the table. I guess you're going to perform some sort of magic for us this evening.
Well, I thought it would be rude not to. So I've got a couple of props here, and I thought I'd show you a quick trick. So I've got this pack of cards, which you can all see. I'll just leave those sitting there so you can see them. There they are. I'm not going to touch them. Okay. And I've got this is a large-scale illusion. This is a large-scale. This is a squeaky chair.
Mine is as well.
I didn't just have a really bad curry. So this is a large-scale illusion. Can you guys see that okay? From there? I'll move the cards just to there so you can see a bit better. I was going to ask to borrow a ring. Yours is very chunky and I don't think it'll fit inside this box.
I haven't got
so you can trust me when I take off. This ring's a little chunky as well. There's a very small thing in here in which to put a ring. And have you seen the trick where the girl goes inside the box, the magician pushes swords through her and things like that? They usually cover it over with a cloth or a piece of wood or something. Well, I want you to imagine that this ring here, I very rarely take this off, but there we go. I want you to imagine that this is the beautiful assistant. This is our sequin adorned showgirl here. There's the ring. You should see that better against the black jacket. That's why I kept it on. There we go. So we'll put the ring inside this box. First of all, have a little look at that box for me. That's
okay.
It's got a hinged lid on it.
It has.
It's a solid box. If you shut the lid, it's a solid lid on it, right? There's no gaps in it or anything. Pass it down. Have a look at it.
Looks legit.
And this is just a gold,
it's almost like a
wedding band.
There's almost a plastic holder, and I guess the ring is going to sit in there.
The ring slots inside. Would you like to put the ring inside?
Absolutely. No
you
problem
put the ring inside.
Okay, so...
And you shut the lid.
Like so.
Perfect. So that's in there. The ring's inside the box. And I'm going to put this on here. And this is just a cover to place over this when it's on this little plinth, so that you can really see it good. So I'm going to put the ring inside the box, there. You can see it okay. And if this is the little sword that I'm going to be using. If I put the sword through here, it hooks onto the ring. See?
Yep.
Let's put the ring back in. But with the lid down, obviously it can't go through the solid lid. I'm going to put this little cover over. I'll put the sword through the top. And watch closely. My hands do not leave the ends of my arms. I'll get that perfect on camera too. The sword's in the top. The box is just here. But I go 1, 2, 3. And the sword goes all the way through the plastic box. It must have gone through because it's right at the bottom, right?
Yep.
You can see all the way around it. If I lift this off here, there's nothing in my hands at fingertips. If I lift this up.
Shut up, man.
That's brilliant, that, isn't it?
You can see that it's gone not only through the solid lid here, but also through the ring.
Wow. There we go.
That's brilliant.
Round of applause.
That's excellent.
I never get to do that trick.
I love that. So simple, but so effective. I absolutely love that trick.
It's genius. I love it, but
Really,
I never
really
get
clever.
to perform it because you can't carry this around in your pocket in the barn. So you look at this. You know, this is the perfect setting for it.
Love it.
I was going to bottle it and I wasn't going to do it.
We're pleased you did. Absolutely. So
this pack of cards here as well.
Yes.
That's been sitting there since, well, it was on the table, but I've moved it just as you can see it. That's been there the whole time since before this started recording. I've got a pack of cards that I want to give you, Terry. I'm going to throw you some cards.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, I've got a pack of cards here. You see that okay on camera too? There they are. Okay, so Terry, I'm going to throw you these cards. Yeah. I want you to catch them, and I want you to shuffle the cards for me. So you catch those. Perfect. Give the cards a shuffle.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, you've got it. No, you've got to take them out the box.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. I probably should have explained.
yeah, take me out the box, Terry.
Okay, put the box down. Now give them a shuffle. A riffle shuffle might look a little bit more appropriate. Yeah. Perfect. That's great. That's good. Perfect. Okay. I want you to look through those cards, and if you can get the camera zoomed out so that it's on everybody. Can you get it on everybody at once?
You can if Gareth comes over and does that. Gareth, do you want to do the honours?
Just so that nobody thinks that I'm cheating. It's important
camera
that you
1,
see
maybe?
This pack of cards
no, camera 2. Camera 2.
There we go.
Okay, you saw that out.
So you've shuffled the cards over there, Terry.
Try and get all three of us in.
That'd be perfect. Sorry, that was my fault. I should have said, look, he's a pro, he's honest.
Terry shuffled.
So Terry shuffled the cards.
Yeah,
and I want you to look through those cards, Terry. That's perfect. Brilliant. There we all are. Look at that.
We're here.
Socially distanced and everything.
Yeah.
So, Terry, you've shuffled those cards that I've just thrown to you. I want you to look through the pack, and I want you to see a card. I want you to tell me what the suit is that you're looking at. It doesn't matter what the number is. I want to know what the suit is that you're looking at. A heart, spades, diamonds, or a club?
Diamonds.
That's all we're concerned about. Perfect. It's a diamond. Now, pass the cards to first in here, and I want you to look through the cards, and you're looking for a diamond, okay? It can be
Okay.
any diamond. Look through the cards, and what's the first diamond you see? Go.
Got it. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
6.
6 of diamonds. Now, we've got nothing set up. Verify that for the camera that we've got absolutely nothing
I'm literally
set up.
holding nothing in my hands right now.
No, come on. You
Oh, I kind of
spoiled it.
am.
You've
Oh,
got a
sorry.
pack of
They're
cards.
the invisible. They're the invisible cards. I've got them. Here they
Okay, good,
I've
good.
got them.
You've got to use your imagination. Do you use your
Yeah.
imagination a lot?
are. A lot.
I thought you might.
Yeah.
The baseball cap.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so you've picked out the 6 of diamonds, and you had a choice between 52 cards.
Yeah.
You could have picked any one. So there's a 1 in
Absolutely.
52 chance that I could know what that card
Yeah.
is. Okay, I want you to take the 6 of diamonds out of the
Okay.
pack, and I want you to turn it face down and slide it back into the pack.
Into the back.
Okay, get the box off Terry.
Box, Terry, please.
Put the cards inside the box.
Back in the box. There we go.
Throw
do you want
that
it closed?
pack of cards. Yeah, close
Yep.
them because they'll go everywhere.
Okay, they will.
Throw those cards at this box that's
Okay.
been there for the whole time. The
You ready?
duration. Go.
There you go.
Did you see what happened?
I think my card might have went to the front, maybe.
You think?
I'm
And
only
you
guessing.
picked the 6 of diamonds?
6 of
It's
diamonds.
going to be the other way around, isn't it?
This is so weird. Look, I'm going to go through these cards at fingertips.
Yeah.
No funny business.
No funny business.
I'm going to go through these cards here. You can see that they're all different. They're all mixed up.
They
a bit
are.
like me. Different, mixed up. Hopefully that picks up okay on the camera.
Might need a closer.
And there's... Can you see
No
that okay on the
way.
camera?
No.
And there's one card that's face down. Out of all of them, I want you to take that card.
Don't be ridiculous. Okay.
Take it out.
Okay. One
Have a look
second.
at it.
I can look at it. I can.
Yeah.
Peek? Shut
Oh,
up,
no
man!
way.
Don't be ridiculous.
Is that the 6 of
What?
diamonds?
Yes, it is the 6 of diamonds. That is impossible.
And you picked that card between you, and they had the
Yeah.
choice of any card they wanted. in the
Completely
pack.
random.
Out
I've
of
seen this stuff on
52.
TV before. I've never seen it that close up. That is amazing. I love that.
Fantastic.
So I do close-up magic and I do stage magic, and this is all I know. It's all I've ever done. It really is. You know, I've performed, like I say, all over the world, and this pandemic is really. It's not just my career. This is my life.
Yeah.
You know, this is all I know. This is what I do. It's my lifestyle. It's who I am, and it's just really odd. It's a massive adjustment. But my girlfriend and I, we bought a new house in December, so it was the perfect time to buy a house that needs lots doing to it, because we've had all this time together to get the house the way we want it, without, because otherwise it would have been, you know, finished in like 5 years, 6 years, but we just blitzed it and we've got it all done and sorted. So we've got the house sorted. I was just saying to Terry before we started there, this is the quietest I've ever been for gigs. The beginning of the year, I was in the Canaries. I was in Dubai, working at the Dubai Mall for the biggest shopping festival in the world,
Yeah,
for like
it's
3
huge.
weeks. So, and then a few other bits and bobs, but those are the main things at the beginning of the year. I had a show at the Tyne Theatre in March with Martin Daniels, Paul Daniels' son, and we'll put a show on there. And he was staying over the house for a few nights, and you know, drinking beers and watching videos and stuff, and on YouTube of Paul performing, and he was telling me all about the tricks, and you know, it just seems like such a distant world now. All that stuff that we used to be able to do.
Yeah, it's literally
rubbish,
been
isn't it, now?
it's been stripped away very, very quickly,
Rubbish.
and I think things we took for granted, you know, that we had access to, you know, being able to go to gigs, be able to perform in
Festivals
gigs,
and all that,
being able to
yeah.
do all this stuff whenever you wanted, go to the pub, stay as late as you wanted, all this type of stuff, and it's a different kind of world at the moment. It
Rubbish.
really has changed an awful lot, and it's impacted an awful lot of businesses, an awful lot of individuals as well. And I think, you know, people we speak to and people that have had on the show, we say to them, you know, how have you dealt with it, you know, coping and things, and it comes down to sort of keeping a good creative mind going, you know, keep yourself busy. I know there's been awful lot of people that, you know, may have lost their jobs, or they've gone into you know, they've gone on furlough or what have you at home, but you still need to keep yourself active no matter what you're doing. I think that's the most positive thing you can kind of take from it, is to be positive. And when this whole thing is over, and it will be over at some point, it will come to an end, we will appreciate every moment when we go to a gig. We'll appreciate every moment when we perform at a gig. We'll appreciate every moment we have that cuddle with a loved one. So I think, you've got to take a positive from all of this, I guess. But it has been tough. Are we through the worst of it? Well, hopefully we are. Are we going to be back to normal anytime soon? Probably not. It's going to be a few more months, isn't it? Unfortunately, but it's been tough. I mean, we said off air earlier on at the beginning of the show, we said the reason why we do the show is to connect with people and to bring people closer together, and one of the things that we are going to do, which is a little surprise that we'll let you know about in a week or two, but we are going to be sort of extending that during Christmas, because people need that kind of service, need to feel they can connect to loved ones. And we've never been so distant from one another. But social media, live streaming can bring us close again if you use it right. It can be used that way. So it's been an interesting, it's been a bit of a strange one, hasn't it, this year? Really strange.
Definitely. Well, I've had 5 physical bookings since March, which is mental.
Wow.
I must have had between, I do about anywhere between 150 and 250 bookings a year. Somewhere in between there, every year, between 150 and 250 gigs. And summertime's the busiest time, and Christmas, December's the busiest time. January and February's always a bit flat. I go abroad and get some sunshine and try and make some money while I'm there. I was lucky this year. I got a few good bookings overseas. But that's, between April and September is chocker. The Halloween week is chocker. And then December's mental for Christmas parties and corporate dues and things like that. But since March, since the busy time, I've had 5 actual bookings.
Wow.
You can't live on that, man.
No, that's crazy.
And the self-employed really need this third grant from the government. That would be good, just to pay the bills.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That would be nice. And I've got a house with I can't be. I can't complain about it, but we've got an indoor heated swimming pool and oriental gardens and all sorts at the house, at my home. And I bought that in December with all of these bookings in the diary for this year. But when they all get wiped out, it's kind of like, well, the calculations that I'd done, it's just not feasible anymore just to pay the bills. Just to get the bills paid, So I've been doing all I can to, within the realm of what I know. I don't want to do anything else. This is what I do. I was saying before, there's 3/3 to your life. You spend a third of your life working. You spend a third of your life having fun and doing what you want to do and doing your thing. And then another third of your life is sleep. Maybe not you, because you don't sleep.
I don't sleep.
But
sleep when you're dead.
But generally it's like a third of your life sleeping, a third of your life working, and a lot of people don't enjoy what they want to do.
That's true.
A third of your life having a good time. So that's 2/3 of your life, man, when you're asleep or doing something you don't want to do. You're only actually enjoying a third of your life. You're only living a third of your life. So you've got to enjoy what you do. So no, I'm not going to, if I was destitute and absolutely desperate and I had to get the food on the table and there was no other thing I could do but venture away from this life that I've had for 21 years, then I would do it. I don't have kids. If I had kids, I need to put food on the table. Then I would go and I'd graft. I'm a businessman. I'm a hard worker. I always have been. I always use my head, and I've got a good business mind on me. But I want to stick to doing what I do. I don't want to. You probably saw the whole what was it? Fatima is a ballerina, but she could be working in what was it, in online marketing next year or something. All the government campaigns they put out. I know they put lots out, but it's just so sad. Ballerina becoming a digital marketing advisor.
The thing is, they talk about it where you can get retrained, but in my head, what I ask is, okay, well, if Tom retrained to be an electrician and Tim, who was an electrician, retrained and he became a, do you know what I mean? Like, you could almost end job swapping, because by the time you retrain and build up those skills, and let's say gain employment, let's say, then that trade could be on the low, and the trade that you're in the beginning could have been where it's at. You know, what I'm saying is that all the events could be kicking off again in a matter of months. We just don't know. And when it does, you might find you get more bookings in 2021 than what you ever had in the last 5 years.
There's a lot.
That is a possibility.
Because, you know, that is a valid point. You know, most of the bookings that I've had this year have been postponed until next year. And then once all this rubbish is finished with, all this pandemic and crisis and this rubbish time we're going through, once all that's finished with, people are going to want to party, they're going to want to go out, they're going to want to go to the theatre and buy tickets, they're going to want to have house parties and get all the decadent entertainment in. It'll be like the, you know, America after the war. It'll be like the roaring 20s. It'll be the roaring 2020s. It'll be
people are
living.
You're right. And people are going to appreciate events an awful lot more.
Yeah.
An awful lot more.
It'll be mint. It'll be really good. So I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait to just start doing my thing. I've been doing Zoom shows just to, you know, get a few quid, but it's not the same, you know. No. It's like you're not interacting with people. I know this is lovely, you know, doing the podcast and all, but it's not the same as going out, getting dressed up, watching a show, looking around and seeing the beautiful theatre that you're in, looking up and reading all the names of famous actors and playwrights around the theatre, and the smell, and even the person sitting next to you shaking the leg that's doing your head in, you know, like it's all part of it, you know, even getting ripped off for a little ice cream. It's all part of that experience of going to see live entertainment, seeing the theatres, and it's just, you know, you can't beat it. But so I've been doing Zoom shows, so I'll do you know, kids that have just turned like 13 or 10 or 9 or whatever, kids' birthdays, and they're sitting in the house and they can't see all the friends, and the mums and dads or the parents want to do something special for them. They've been getting in touch with me, and I've been surprising the kids who are fans of magic, and I've been surprising those on Zoom. So they've been, you know, putting the big flat screen telly on in the living room, and then I've been going, "Hey Dylan, happy birthday, 5 today, how you doing?" You know, and I'm going to show you a magic trick. I'm going to teach you a few magic tricks. So I'll be performing and teaching magic tricks on Zoom, and that's worked really well, and it's nice to make people's day. And that's because of the success of the Zoom shows. That's why I'm doing this drive-in magic show and lesson. It's this Thursday. There's only space for 45 cars. We've sold about 25 tickets, so 30. So yeah, you've got like 20 tickets left. I had to think there. So there's 20 tickets left-ish, 19 tickets I think there was. And you can buy those on C-Tickets. Just type in "crisscross drive-in magic show" and you'll see it. It was in the Chronicle today on the thing. But type it into Facebook, whatever, and you'll find it. I just want to sell those last few cars off to make it worth doing. And have a bit of a crowd, and we're going to get, instead of a round of applause, there's going to be people sticking the hazards on and honking the horns, and we've got an at-car service for alcoholic beverages, hot and cold drinks, hot and cold food. So I think, to be honest, I don't know how they order. You might stick your hazards on. There might be an app. I don't know how they work in it, but I just turn up and do my show and leave. It's my event, but you know, I let the other guys take care of the rest.
Class. Have you done anything like that before?
No,
Is this
never.
Literally the first one?
But it's just going to be the same as doing a Zoom show, right? I'm standing at the front. There'll be a camera on my hands and on me, which is projected onto the large, massive LED screen. It's not, if you've been to a drive-in cinema before, it's not one of the screens that if it's windy, it starts blowing over and it's rubbish, and you're sitting there going, "This is crap, we've paid a fortune and it's rubbish." My friend Mick at UK Video Wall Hires provided the screen. It's the sort of screen that if you go to a music festival or a big gig,
they're huge,
or something like that,
massive,
it's a really nice LED, high quality, massive screen. It's like, I think this one's 6 meters by 4 meters.
This is new outdoor one, isn't it? Yeah,
is that 6 by 4?
It's big.
It's 6 meters wide by 4 meters tall, which is mega. So there'll be everyone will be parked up. At-car service for hot and cold drinks and snacks and refreshments and food, and then I'll be standing at the front performing some tricks like that little ring one and the card one that I've just shown you.
So cool.
And I'll be doing that, and people can do a round of applause in the cars by sticking the hazards on and honking the horns and going a bit rad. And it'll be good. And everyone that comes to the show, when they come through the gates, are handed a pack with a few magic tricks in. So there's a pack of cards, and there's a few tricks with like cards and specially printed stuff. So when I'm standing at the front performing some of the tricks, after I've performed some of them, I'll be teaching everybody how to do them. You know, they're really easy to do, and it's suitable for all ages, fun for all the family and all that. But there'll be some easy magic tricks that you get handed on the way in, and you can actually learn the tricks along with me in the car.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Actually, I love that in terms of public sort of participation,
First in
getting
the world.
involved. Absolutely outstanding. Yeah. Are you going to be all over social media with this as well? You can be taking
on,
pics and stuff.
yeah.
And are you actually streaming the event as well, or is it just at
There's
the
not
event?
a live stream.
Yeah.
I was considering it, but that'll sort of detract from the Zoom shows that
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Okay.
And also, I know that people can pay to watch the stream, but technology doesn't always come together. I mean, this started 20 minutes late, and you do this
Yeah.
every week.
Exactly.
I don't want the extra stress.
It can go wrong. It can go wrong.
You know,
I think it only went wrong today for us because obviously we've had clients.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
oh,
don't-
you've been dead busy, I know.
Yeah, but we don't
But
normally
you're
have,
used to it.
Yeah, we don't normally have
But
clients.
technology
and-
does go wrong, unfortunately. It's just the way it is.
I'd just rather not stream it because
Can I quickly
I'd be
ask you,
stressed.
I've got a question for you. What's your biggest illusion that you've ever done?
I think the biggest thing that I've ever done is was something that I do, what I used to do quite regularly when I used to be a real live magician, and that's the upside down straight jacket escape. So I've performed the upside down straight jacket escape all over the world, and in Newcastle it made the front page news when I did it from the roof of Newcastle's Castle Keep.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
80 foot above the
Yeah.
ground. Well, the Castle Keep is, I was a little bit higher than that. So it's about 84 feet or so, a bit more. Yeah, probably 90.
And when did you do that?
I think it was about 3 years ago. I've done upside down straight jacket escape since, but that was one of the biggest stunts I've done. Upside down straight jacket escape from the roof of the Castle Keep. I did it. The first one I ever did was in the gate in Newcastle, and that was in 2007. It was part of a thing called the World Escape Artist Relay, and that was in 2007. I was suspended from the roof of the gate in the ceiling inside by my ankles.
So
down.
you don't have a problem with heights then?
Well, it's all
Some of us do.
it's all this kind of stuff, you know, where you
No
kind of,
way.
well, just as a little like, oh, it's coming up over there. There you go.
That
Not
is
many
crazy.
people can clap with their elbows, but I you know, I'm a retired contortionist now. I don't do the full dislocation show that I used to do. It was a freak show. Alice Cooper booked it. David Hasselhoff booked it. Loads of people booked the show.
Wow.
Prince Harry booked it. You know, it's a show that I've done all over the world, but I had to stop doing it because my shoulders hurt, and I just said, nah, I'm just going to stick to the magic. But I don't mind doing the escapology because the moves involved with the escapology, when it goes to plan, they're not too vigorous on my body. And if someone books me to do an upside down straight jacket escape, the money's pretty good, so it's
Yeah.
worth doing. I always justify it by saying, right, I'll do it this once again, but the money that I get from it, I'll have to buy a sauna.
Yeah.
And that'll help.
Yeah. It's a good way of doing it, yeah.
I'll do another one, but
Have you?
I need to get heated seats in the car.
Have you ever had an experience maybe when you've gone to do a trick like that and it's gone wrong?
Yeah.
that
Oh man, this. I did it. I did an upside down straight jacket escape. Not last Halloween, but the Halloween before. Harry Houdini died on Halloween, and there was a nightclub which I'll not name. A great club, nice guys, good promoter. Had me in a few times. Hope to be back, but he usually booked me to do close-up magic, and this time he wanted me to do an upside-down straight jacket escape, so I did it. But it was dangling from the rigging point where the mirror ball usually is. Massive mirror ball, like, you know, huge, like twice my weight, you know, massive mirror ball. And I was dangling upside down by my ankles from the rigging point on the mirror ball, and it gets lowered down because that's how they get it, polish it, and put it back up. So it gets lowered down on a winch system, and then my ankles were strapped together, and I was tied up at the bottom, lie back. You know, I started to get lowered, raised up, and in the straight jacket, so I can't move or anything, and I'm all bound together, upside down, and it started to turn,
Oh,
and it felt really quick. When we really should have thought that one through a little bit better, but that wasn't very nice. Upside down back. You've got all of your body weight. I've got like 17 stone or whatever I am, all on my ankles, and then you're upside down. All the blood's to your head, and you've got all the body weight in your ankles, upside down. You're disorientated. You're tied up, and you've got to do this genuine, strenuous thing where you're dislocating your bones and things, and it just did not help when you were just going round and round and round and round, and then there's all the clubbers down looking up with the phones and clapping and cheering, and the music's thumping and the smoke machines are on. It was horrible. It didn't go wrong. I got out in time. Everything was fine. Mike Tyson, I thought that was going to go pear-shaped, but that went all right. I challenged Mike Tyson to a contest of strength, and you had Steve Wraith on, I believe, last week.
Yeah, we did.
And that was Steve brought Mike Tyson over, and he was at the Fed Brewery, and I was on the bill in the top table and all that jazz. And before the gig, weeks before, I challenged Mike Tyson to a contest of strength whereby he had 90 seconds to tie me in a straitjacket using all of his might, and I had 90 seconds to escape from the straitjacket and use all of my strength to get out. And can Chris Cross escape from the restraints tied by former two-time undisputed champion of the world? And I managed to get out on time and everything, but when he effortlessly, he just, watching the video back, he just tied the thing up, no problem. But man, it felt like someone was taking all the air out of your body dead effortlessly. ESPN picked it up. It was on Sports Nation. But that was cool.
That is so cool.
But that was a close one. I got worried about that one. I got a nosebleed when I did an upside down straitjacket escape on Greek television once. I was on Greece's Got Talent. It was a contract and everything. It was all a bit odd. And,
you were a contestant, or you were a performer on the show?
I was a paid performer on the show that wouldn't win.
Right. Yeah.
TV. But I got a nosebleed during that upside down straitjacket escape, which was a bit of a nightmare. But that was all right. Loads of times things have gone wrong. The real trick is, don't tell the audience what's going to happen. That's the real trick. If I told you that I was going to make a card flip the other way around in the pack before I'd done the trick, and if that had gone wrong, if you hadn't have picked the 6 of diamonds, for example, by me suggesting to you what card that you should take since you sat down and since I walked in, if you hadn't have picked that 6 of diamonds, if you hadn't have picked that, then the trick would have went wrong. So if I said at the beginning, there's going to be a face down card in this pack.
So that face down card that was in that pack, I thought you'd done some trickery when you were holding the cards. Was that always the face down card in that deck?
Always a face down card.
So you had already planted us when you met us and you walked through the studio and we sat down.
I'll let you think exactly what you want to think.
Ooh, I like it.
But if I tell somebody that I'm going to make that phone appear on that television screen and something goes wrong during that trick, then you know that I've done it wrong. Yeah. Whilst if I went to do that trick and I knew that something had gone wrong, I could just turn it into a different trick. Yeah, divert away. Yeah. Where I make your phone appear in your pocket without you knowing or something. So the real secret is to not tell the audience what's going to happen, and then they'll never know that something's gone wrong. But when you're doing an upside down straitjacket escape, say, Chris Cross is going to try and beat his world record of, I don't know how many times I've beat that record. He's going to try and get out in 90 seconds and blah, blah, blah.
So you will be holding the Guinness Book of World Records in there, won't you?
No, I'm not in the Guinness Book of Records.
Are you not?
No, it's all part of the showmanship. I say I'm going to beat my personal best record of 1 minute and 37 seconds and get out in 1 minute and 30.
Yeah, but surely that would also be a Guinness Book of World Records attempt, wouldn't it?
No, but that's every show. Every show I beat the record of 1 minute and 37 seconds. It's all in the show. Yeah, okay. I get it. When you've seen it for the first time, it's brilliant. He did it. It's good. People come over and shake my hand and say, congratulations.
So while we've got you here tonight, because we know you got a dash off as well, what other kind of card stuff can you do with us? Dead easy stuff that you can do with me and Terry. I should say, hiya lads from Michael Welsh. He says a big hello, by the way. I think he's looking forward to the gig in Morpeth.
Yeah.
with yourself. Gary Scurfield says, "What a lovely fella Chris is. Best wishes from the Scuff."
Gary.
There we go.
Nice one, Mick.
Mm.
I'll use that pack of cards again.
Chris Cross is amazing, says Clary Joycey Bass. There we go. Hi guys, she says. Big hello.
That's nice.
Good.
Oh wow.
Okay, he's doing some fancy card shuffling here.
I'll show you this trick.
Go on.
Let me try this first. This is with Halloween coming up and everything. I'll try this one first, just for fun. What with Halloween coming up? Let's see if you can see these. That's perfect. Okay, number 4.
One of them.
There we go.
4. There you go.
Okay, so do you decorate your house for Halloween?
Yes.
Do you do the whole American thing you do, Terry?
I don't. The girlfriend
No,
does.
I'm actually a paranormal investigator for real.
Shut up, man.
He is.
I
Oh,
am,
that's
yeah.
mint.
That's
right,
his day
okay.
job.
Yeah.
So you'll still be. I'm surprised you're not wearing black after James Randi's passing.
Well, but the black stuff that I've got is in the washing.
Yeah. Oh, but James Randi, for me, if you don't know who James Randi is, look him up on YouTube. He was the biggest debunker in the history of debunkers. He was a bigger debunker than Houdini of the psychics and spiritualists and stuff. And the man was a legend. He's the guy who outed Uri Geller and stuff like that. And look him up. Watch his TED talk. It's brilliant. So you don't do the Halloween dressing up thing in the house, and you do. Well, my girlfriend Claire and I, we've just been decorating the house, even though we can't have a Halloween party like we wanted to, but we've been putting the things up and skeletons outside and stuff. And I want you to imagine that these 4 cards here are the 4 windows at the front of your house.
Okay.
And during the year, usually during the year, the windows will have 2, 3. The 4 windows will have nothing on them. Usually, there'll not be any decorations on there. But if I just wiggle my fingers like this and go through, you can see that there's a spider web appears on one of the windows. And I like putting this. When you put the webbing up, the spider web and stuff. Will you hold your hands out for me? Just a little bit closer to here, so I can kind of get to it. And hold your other hand out as well.
Yep.
That's perfect. Just so we can see there. That's great. Now look, check this out. What I like to do is I like to put a spider web. How are you with spiders? All right.
Well.
I like to put a spider web on every window. Did you see how magically put a spider web on every window there? Here's the magic way to take the decorations down at the end of Halloween. I hate that bit when you've got to box everything up again. But if you just wiggle your fingers over the hands, the cobwebs will all disappear. Go for it. Wiggle your fingers over.
Shut up. I love it. Louisa.
I didn't know if you would be a jumper or not.
There. I wouldn't actually. I'm not too bad with them now. The little girls that I've got probably would. Look at that spider on the back. Love that.
I've just seen it on your head.
Well, I tell you what, we've got a little trick for you.
Come on,
I'm sure you're going to do 1 or 2 more of those before you go. We've got a little item down here. Now, I was going to do this with Terry, and you might need to come round here, Terry. So keep the camera, put the camera on crisscross a second. I'm going to make Terry disappear. Okay, but bear with me, bear with. There's a little bit of setup here to do. So here we go.
I'll talk to them whilst you're doing that.
You might want to.
So don't forget, on the 29th, come along to my show. That's this Thursday. Come and see me in Morpeth.
Yeah,
it's the UK's first ever drive-in magic show.
Okay.
And it's the first in the world for a drive-in magic show and a lesson. And I should add, after the magic show and magic lesson, there's going to be a screening of one of my favourite films, Edward Scissorhands, on the big screen. So that's straight after my screening. The screening is directly after my magic teaching show.
In Morpeth, Northumberland. There we go. Now, back to us for the Terry cam. Let's have a look, see if he's disappeared. He's gone. Can you see it? It's like the Predator. He's there somewhere.
Where is he?
Terry has disappeared, and if we do this, we can make come back. Look at this. And there he is. He's back. There we go. There's our little magic trick. There we go.
I love that.
Whoop.
I love that.
There you go. There we go. It's something we were messing around with. Now, we've got a bit of a music quiz. We play this with all our guests each and every week. If you want to do the honours, Terry, we've got movies and we've got music. What would you say you're probably better at?
Let's go for movies.
Movies. So let's dig deep on some movies. We'll grab some cards if you want to grab a few as well, Terry. So we will give you a line from a movie. You get 1 point for the actor, and you'll get 1 point for the movie. We'll start. No, you honestly. We'll start dead easy.
Come on then.
Okay, nice easy one for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Life's like a box of chocolates.
Forrest Gump.
There
Tom
you
Hanks.
go. Easy as that. Right. Okay. Go on, Terry. Have you got a one? You got a one handy?
A gun and a radio. It's not exactly Christmas, is it?
Say that again?
A gun and a radio. It's not exactly Christmas, is it?
I don't know. Die Hard.
That's a very good guess.
That is a good guess.
It is a good guess. No, it wasn't. It was Skyfall.
All right.
Daniel
I've only
Craig.
seen it once. I'm not a big
Okay,
James
that's okay,
Bond.
no.
Who was the actor?
Daniel
Skyfall.
Craig.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Got the
there you
actor.
go. There we go. Here's a one. It's just a flesh wound. It's just a flesh wound.
Man, what's that again?
I would have never have gotten
I
this.
know,
Actually, it's a
I
tough
know,
one.
I know what that is.
It's just go on, Terry. You answer that one.
Go on.
Right, I think it's the Monty Python.
It is.
It is.
John
because
Cleese.
John Cleese cuts his
That's
arms
what
off
it
and
was?
his legs, and he still wants to fight him with one leg, and he's come back, I'll kick you. It's only a flesh wound.
There we go.
I don't know if you get this one. No. The more you know who you are and what you want, the less you let things upset you.
No
It was
idea.
going all right up until this bit. Do you want to see a card trick? Who is it? I don't know.
Do you know what it is?
No, I haven't got
I
a
wonder if
clue.
anybody else. I wouldn't know this. It was the movie was Lost in Translation,
Oh,
Never
and,
seen
and the actor
Bill Murray.
was Bill Murray. Yeah,
Bill
it was-
Murray.
It was Bill Murray.
That's an awful film, I will say. I mean, I love Bill Murray's stuff. He was great in Groundhog Day.
Love that film.
Really good.
That's
in
good,
that.
yeah.
Really
yeah, I
good
like
film.
Groundhog Day.
And Ghostbusters.
And Ghostbusters, of course. But Lost in Translation is one of those films where the script was on one page because there isn't much dialogue because I think she's Chinese or something, or I don't know what she is, but he's obviously an American guy in a foreign country, in a foreign land, and there's hardly any dialogue whatsoever.
I've seen that.
It's one of those films
I
where
would never have managed to pick a line from that film, though. Like,
not in a million years.
I don't think that's a famous line.
Nah.
Can't be.
Nah, probably isn't. Here's a one for you. See if you can get this
I
one.
like the Forrest Gump one.
The Forrest Gump was a dead easy one. Here's a one for you. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. There we go. And I'll give you a clue. The actor's actually Scottish. There you go.
I only know one.
Just a quick one for you.
No, two actually.
Yeah. I think it was Scottish actors.
Couldn't it be Sean Connery or
No.
Ewan McGregor?
There you go. Maybe Ewan McGregor. And it was Moulin Rouge. Is what it was. I would have never have
I'm
gotten
not a
that.
fan
That's
of
a
that
tough
film
one.
either.
Yeah, I've never even watched it.
Give me like Star Wars or something like that. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Well,
You get the next one, probably.
You might get this one. It's not Star. I'm the king of the world.
Oh, Titanic.
Yes.
Leonardo
Yeah.
DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Oh,
very,
so you got that
very,
so
very
well
good.
easy.
Here's the one. I know you did send me back to the future.
Back to the Future.
It was Michael J. Fox.
Michael J.
Absolutely.
Fox.
There you go. It's an easy one. That one.
That was
So easy.
This is
That's what it all
so.
should be
This
like.
is
Yeah.
this is dead easy. This one.
Go on.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Oh,
Dirty Dancing.
yeah.
Yeah, and the actor.
Claire Killers.
Uh,
I don't like it. I don't know. Well, it's not. It's like it's the other lead, but not Patrick Swayze. Patrick Swayze's.
It actually
Future Lamb.
it is.
Patrick-
It
yeah.
was
Is it?
actor.
Yeah, yeah.
Patrick
Oh, I thought,
Swayze.
it was,
Patrick
I thought it was
Swayze,
a
yeah.
girl that said that. Nobody puts baby in the corner, so he says it.
He says it.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. Happy
yeah.
days.
He's sticking up for her, isn't he?
Yeah.
In the
Nobody
ball,
puts
the
baby
ball,
in
or
the
whatever it
corner.
is. Okay, here we go. Marriage is buying a house for someone you hate. I've never
know.
heard of that before. I
I
love
don't
that.
know, but that's funny. What
That
was it?
is funny. It was Russell Crowe, The Nice Guys. That one.
I've not seen it.
I love that. I'm gonna have to keep that one. I like that.
Toto. I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Oh, well, that's Dorothy Gale of The Wizard of Oz.
You got the right film.
Oh, sorry, Judy Garland.
That's it. It was Judy Garland. Yes.
Here's one for you. I am your father.
Darth Vader.
Of course it is.
Dave Prowse.
The
I actually did magic for Dave Prowse in his living room about 3 years ago
Wow.
in Croydon. And I had Jeremy Bullock, who played the part of Boba Fett in the original trilogy, stay over my house once with his wife.
Cool. Awesome. How did that go?
It was good. We
Yeah.
did a show on May the 4th, 2 years ago, I think it was. You know, May the 4th be with you.
Yeah.
And,
I was just about to say that.
and it was an evening with the bounty hunter, and we had, you know, Jeremy Bullock doing the questions and answers and stuff like that. It was good.
Sweet. Good times. Have you got another one there, Terry?
Yes, I have. 60% of the time it works every time.
I don't know.
I haven't got a clue.
Yeah, okay. The film was called Anchorman, and
Oh,
the actor
Anchorman,
was
of course it is.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah, of course it
Oh,
is.
Paul Rudd. I thought it was Will Ferrell. I don't know.
I thought it was Will Ferrell as well. Actually,
Rudd.
Anchorman.
Right, so
Yeah,
that's
I thought it was.
well, that's what it
Yeah,
said
that's
on
what it
there.
says on the thing. Okay, here's another one for you. Well, what if there is no tomorrow?
I know what
There
that
wasn't one today.
is. I love that film.
Was that Groundhog Day?
It was
is,
Groundhog
yes.
Day.
Bill
Of course it was.
Murray?
Of course.
Yes,
Yeah.
was.
It was, yeah.
Oh, here we go. This is so short. My Precious.
Ooh, yes.
Gollum off Harry Potter. Oh no, that's Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the
Sorry.
Rings. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Lord of the
I was
Rings.
thinking of Dobby the house elf.
Yeah.
He's so cool. My daughter loves him, by the way.
Yeah,
The
Jan,
little-
Jan
yeah.
calls me Dobby.
They killed him off though. They shouldn't have done that. They should have given him his own movie. Seriously, he's so cool.
They might do a prequel. You know,
They might
like
do
a-
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bring him back. Definitely. Here's another one. We'll stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
I don't know.
That sounds something like.
I would have never thought it was off that film, but I do like the line. Yeah.
Go
No,
on, what
no,
is it?
no idea. Okay, it's Shrek. Eddie Murphy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was the donkey.
I love Eddie Murphy. He had
He is good, like.
not just an actor, but a brilliant comedian and not a bad singer.
Yes.
You know, Party All the Time.
Yes, I do.
Like,
I do
not many
that
people
one.
know
Yeah,
that's
they
Eddie
don't.
Murphy,
They would have
Party All the
never have
Time.
known.
And he did a really good one with Snoop Dogg when he changed his name to Snoop Lion called Red Light.
No, I didn't know that one.
That's
Didn't know that
mint.
one.
Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy, Red Light.
Yeah, you'd never think in a million years he could sing.
No, he's good.
Yeah.
He's a really talented bloke.
Yeah, he is. I mean, when I saw him in The Clumps, was it The Clumps where he played all the different characters?
Yeah.
That's talent right there. Big time.
That was was it Nutty Professor?
I think it was actually.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really talented guy.
Yeah.
Mint.
Right,
Really
this
good.
one is do or do not. There is no try.
Oof. Haven't got a clue. Haven't got the
No,
foggiest.
no. Yeah, the movie was Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back,
Nah.
and the actor was
Really?
Frank Oz.
Oh, really? Oh, of course, Yoda. Yeah, Yoda says that to Luke Skywalker. Man.
Let's go
Could've got
for
that.
let's go for a song, shall we? Just a quick one. Okay. My little baby sister can do it with me.
Sorry, was
I
that
know what
part
that
of the
is.
question?
It's a
or-
song.
I
It's
know-
a song.
I
It's a
think
lyric
I
from a
think
song.
I know what that could
Go
be.
on, Terry, you answer that.
Well, I think it could be kind of an ode to locomotion.
It was Kylie
There you
Minogue,
go,
the
yeah.
locomotion, dead easy. I'll give you another one here. One more song here. When I wake up, you can maybe guess the rest.
That's the Proclaimers.
It is. It
I would
was.
walk
500 miles.
500
I'm gonna
miles.
be 500 miles. It
I shared a
says here.
dressing room with them once at the Acoustic Festival of Great Britain at Uttoxeter Race Course in 2012. And I got them to sign a paper plate off the buffet table that was in the green room. They were really nice blokes, actually.
I just imagine if I ever met
nice.
them, they would be kind of singing. They must get a lot of people. Go on, do the song. Go on, do the song. You know?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They must get. I'm bloody sick of this,
We
but
were
a
singing
very
it
famous
from
song.
the side of the stage, so
Oh,
you're
really?
a wanger,
Yeah.
you're a wanger. That was it.
Brilliant.
Right, one more, and then I'm
Really
going to
good.
rock and roll.
Good. We'll have one more.
so
Go on,
this
Terry.
one- I'll do this one. It's a bit of a long one. When I had you to myself, I didn't want you around. That's the first part of it.
It's Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5.
Oh, wow.
Wow, got it.
Yeah, it
got
was the Jackson 5.
Give him a round of applause, shall we? There we go.
I want you back.
There we go. Well, there we go. Now, Chris, you've got to dash off because you're going to be interviewed on another radio show or something.
on
aren't you?
the
Yeah,
Metro
off
Radio
on.
now.
He's away to Metro now.
Doing me little
So we got
promotional tour.
we had him first. There you go. We'll say
30
that.
seconds.
Yeah,
Right,
pretty
right.
much. But look, have a wonderful evening. I hope the show goes amazingly well. I know it will anyway. Over at Morpeth for the world's first drive-through magic show.
First time they've done it. They've done
First time.
drive-through magic shows in America before. They've never done any drive-through magic kind of events in the UK, and they've certainly never given everyone a little magic set on the way in and taught them how to do some tricks
Amazing.
and then played out with their hands afterwards. So this is
Amazing.
a world's first ever event happening in our northeast.
I could see
Moment.
these. I could see you booking another 2 or 3 of these. Honestly, off the
I
back
will
of this,
see.
100%.
Well, I need to sell all the tickets. I need to
It's
sell all
just
the
a
tickets
shame.
for this
It's
one
really,
first.
it's really a shame that you have to go, because if you had stuck around to the end and you say you do teach magic, I really want to know how you did that trick with the card.
You can't tell you.
I would
you
love to
can-
know that.
My girlfriend just sent me a message saying, it's Moulin Rouge.
There you go.
That you need to buy the Geordie Book of Magic.
That's
and you
the
can
one.
teach yourself how to do some proper Geordie tricks. There's a dozen magic tricks in the book, and it comes with a DVD, which has got me performing the tricks and me teaching the tricks in the book, and a pack of trick cards, and it's 12 quid on my website.
There you
Wow.
go. And the website again is Chris.
chris-cross.co.uk.
There you go.
And you can buy the book on there. You can book me to do Zoom shows on there. You can book me for, if you, I've won the award for the best Northeast wedding magician and best non-musical wedding entertainment in the north of England, and outstanding customer service award in the north of England wedding awards, and all sorts of awards for performing at weddings. And sadly, most of those have been postponed, but I have done a few during the lockdown when people are quite happy to have a smaller wedding.
Yeah.
And I'm not part of the head count. I'm classed as staff. So if you've had to make cutbacks, or not having like a band play, or you've got a bit more in your budget now because half your guests or 3/4 of your guests or 9/10 of your guests aren't coming along to the wedding, then if you've got some money to play with, spend it on entertainment, make your wedding that little bit more magical.
Absolutely.
If you like,
And
without sounding too corny.
No, you're absolutely right.
And I need to sell all these tickets
Yeah.
for Thursday night, so come to Morpeth and learn some tricks and
Enjoy the
watch some
show.
magic.
World's first.
Enjoy
There
the
we
show.
go. Chris Cross, everyone. Let's give him a round of applause. Well done. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you very much.
All the very best, my friend. Hope you have a wonderful gig, man. Take it easy. Right, we'll be back after this. Stick around because we've got more coming on tonight's show as we take you for the next half an hour till 10 o'clock tonight. The Big Show. We'll be right back straight after this.
Nova Radio, Northeast. That's now. Nova Radio. Yeah. This is Nova Radio, Northeast.
Ooh, there we go. Chris Cross, everybody. What a guy. Wonderful magician here in the Northeast. And cracking stories as well, he was telling us tonight,
Definitely.
Terry.
Actually,
really
I
good.
spoke to him off air before that as
Yeah,
well. And
you did.
I asked him if he knew Dynamo.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, he does. And
Oh, well, there you go.
He said they were talking about, for a good hour, about Brazil.
Yeah.
Because they both performed in Brazil.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
talking about magic then.
It's
they're
a small
talking about
world,
Brazil.
man. It's a small world. It is. So there we go. Chris Cross. Now, he's doing the gig up at Morpeth. What was the day again? I didn't even catch the day.
I think he said the 29th.
Yeah. I think it's next week.
Thursday.
Up in Morpeth. World's first magic show drive-through. They've got the huge screen up there, and he's been performing same trick that he did for us tonight, and a whole lot more as well. And I love what he said there. The fact that he was giving out magic packs to the cars, because you can have a family in a car,
good.
4
That's
people
really
in
cool.
your own bubble. And you can watch the show on the big screen. There we go. So it's like one of these American drive-throughs.
To get the magic pack as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some value in that as well.
Yeah,
isn't it?
massively.
So it's got to be well worth
There
the
you go.
money, isn't it?
Get to the website, Chris Cross, chris-cross.co.uk. There we go.
I think I'll be going there. I'm sure
I'd
I'll
love
be
to,
buying,
actually.
I think I'll be buying the book.
Yeah,
I'm almost positive I will be. You know,
Now, if you didn't know, Terry's a massive Magic fan, by the way. Well, so am I, actually. We both love Dynamo. We love all the greats as well. Now, you've got to love Magic. You got to love Magic. All the kids love Magic. It all goes back to where even a coin behind the ear is kids love that. I always tease my little one all the time. I hide a car when I put the car there, and because you know what kids like, baby kids, you can cheat them a little bit because you can put the car in your hand and then go, oh, look over there, and then go, it's gone, it's magic. It's not real magic, nothing like what Chris Cross can do, but there we go. There we go. Now, we're a little bit echoey tonight. I've noticed this on the headphones because we're not in our normal studio, because we're in Studio 5 at the moment, and we have to tell you this, and it's really, really sad, and we can't even see any of the messages on the screen either. But tonight is our last show.